There is a Jack's ladder. It means all life is a growth. Here you see a modern painting of this ladder. There is a lack in almost all teachings of the wise ones. When Jesus says, "Let the dead ones dig the grave for the dead ones," this is certainly not a daily life statement. There is a Jack's ladder, a ladder of wisdom, of compassion, of love. This statement is made on a higher rung of this ladder. Old Hesychios speaks in the Philokalia noted on the Jack's ladder. Here you can hear a statement of him, but obviously this is not a statement of a daily life chit-chat. Watchfulness is the heart's stillness, unbroken by any thought. Christians always say one should believe, but the quoted statement of Jesus, you cannot believe, because it is spoken on a higher rung on the Jack's ladder. You cannot believe something that does not make anything to you.
Mein Name ist Stefan Kocher.
Now allow me to speak on the art of nourishing oneself with love by Osho. In this video, he jumps from one rung on the Jack's ladder on another rung without saying any word of it. When he speaks on love, he does not mainly speak on emotional love, but on the so-called transcended love. Now this also is something horrible, didactically very bad. Anyone that only knows emotional love will think transcended love, this is nothing for me. This is for some experts. This is for some chosen ones. This is so bad. I like to replace this word by something easily understandable. I call the emotional love symbolically as a bottom of a flower, and the transcended love as the flowering, when the flower really blossoms. This everyone can understand, even if you have no experience of a full flowering, but the symbol shows this must be a very good thing. So when somebody has a heart like a flower garden, certainly when he laughs or she laughs others, his own heart is also nourished. But this has to do with his higher rung richness. On a lower level, this is not for judging, but for explaining. On a lower rung, there is often trouble. You love somebody and then you get a hammer in the heart. Then there is no nourishing. That's why I propose simple things where even in the emotional love, nourishing of one's own heart is possible. When you make a walk around and you see a lawn with nice flowers, you may stand there for a while and look at a flower and feel happy. Maybe you start loving the flower. And there is no danger of a human being suddenly to change. The flower does not change. This may be a very beautiful experience of love to the flower that nourishes your own heart. Same you can do standing by the side of a river, of a tree, and all these experiences for sure support the love relationships or a love relationship that you have. But there is, it is neutral. There is no danger. So you can grow in love undangerously. And with this in your heart, going back to the friend, you will be more able to digest silly things that you feel he has done or she has done. There is only a short note I want to add. If you give accent to the relationship, to the growth of the relationship, and not to the mistakes of the other, many separations will not happen, many divorces will not happen. You can say, you have done this mistake, ugly mistake, in the state of the bottom. But after the bottom comes the flower, then the fruit, then the fragrance spreading all around. If you would be a fruit spreading nice fragrances around, you would not have done it. So I want to forgive you easily, hoping you will forgive me too when I do some silly things. So we give accent to the love relationship to grow and not to the mistake. Then you also can have an experience when you can forgive your friend that this love also nourishes your own heart, even if it is only, not only, just for speaking, for explaining, if it is only emotional love. And in this experience, more and more, the flowering of one's own heart comes closer. And here you see good Volvox. There are many, sometimes in a single drop of water. On the left, you see a mother with many children. When the children are born, the mother dies. I love Volvox very much. Here at the end, again a statement of Hesychios on watchfulness. But this is also on a higher rung, on the ladder of wisdom, compassion, or love. For watchfulness is truly a discovery. You cannot just do it. One has to discover it. At the end of the statement, he says, yet in doing this, not for an instant does it lose its own sweetness. But this takes perhaps years to find this. So also he does not say it is. And if you not dislike these things he speaks here, loose chatter, abuse, backbiting. If you like loose chatter, you can do watchfulness as long as you like. It will not disappear. You must have a longing for truthful, compassionate, altruistic love to the other. Then for you, loose chatter is no more so much attractive. It's more fulfilling to have a compassionate, altruistic, truly altruistic attitude. So let me speak the statement and then end up. I hope I could clearly say this lack of not telling on which rung somebody makes a statement. As J. Krishnamurti, he says, to know what love is, you have utterly to die. Who will understand what this means? He's right, but it is an aphorism. Who will understand such things? It's very strange. Very strange statement. But it is something immensely beautiful, but he does not say it. He's rather frightening people. But in truth, it's a very, very beautiful thing. Why do they not say it?
Watchfulness is like a jack's ladder. It rids us of every sing bad, cuts out loose chatter, abuse, backbiting, and all other evil practices of this kind. Yet in doing this, not for an instant does it lose its own sweetness.
But I dare to say that this statement of Hesychius will be only understood by those that did understand it before. It is almost impossible that this statement truly can hold hand to someone in the desert. It is more an intellectual affirmation for someone that already knows it. But didactically, I feel it is rather bad.
I love you, you love me. Okay, now you're my bestie.